Good morning. Happy Friday Groove Day and happy Peak of the Lionsgate. Hope everybody is doing well. Good morning, Katie's Moonchild's World. How are you? Hope you're doing good. We'll wait a few minutes for some more to hop on and then we'll dive in to see what messages we get on this special day. Super excited. So I am grateful that it is Friday. I don't know about the rest of you, but I think I'm always grateful when it's Friday because the week just, I don't know, they just feel long. And maybe because it's the summer too and it's hot and I just get a little tired. Hey, Ziggy B, good morning. Happy Friday. Dark Mother, how are you? It's been a minute. Hope you are doing good. Grab your coffee, your tea. We got a couple minutes here before we dive in. So get your favorite beverage and get nice and cozy. I got my Evil Eye mug out today. I thought that would be a great mug for today. So I'm going to get my coffee ready because I need it. And get nice and cozy. This is a big mug. I sometimes use it for soups too. It's hot, but I'm ready to dive in. All right. How is everyone? Did you have a good week? I know there's a lot of energies going on right now. We're still in Mercury retrograde. We're in the Lionsgate portal. We have the full moon energy going on as well. Full moon in Aquarius. So a lot happening. Katie says making a cherry, cacao, and banana smoothie. Wow, that's intense. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Nope, too hot. I don't want any burned lips today. So let's talk about Lionsgate for those that may be watching now, or I know Katie knows all about Lionsgate, but for those that are catching the replay, the Lionsgate is a very powerful energy time. It's when we have Sirius, the star Sirius, Orion's belt, we have Earth, and they all align. And so it creates this really intense energy. And on the 8th is the peak of this powerful energy. And this is a great time. This is an energy of spiritual healing, of manifestation and transformation. And it's also, and then we have the full moon, right? That energy coming into play too. So it's great to kind of release these, the things that are heavy and taking up a lot of space in your life that you need to release. And then in return, get that healing. And because it falls on 8 represents infinity. So an abundance. So when you double it with 8, you get that really peak intense energy. So it's a great time to really do some spiritual work and some transformational work and whatever you need for yourself right now. This is the opportunity to do it. Hello, Marby. How are you? Happy Friday to you. We're just talking about the Lionsgate and about what it's all about. And so this is, like I said, and we're also in the sign of Leo, the constellation of Leo. So a lot happening, good stuff. So I thought it would be fun for us to see what messages come through today for this special time. So, and I picked out certain cards that I wanted to use today that I thought would, give us something good. So let's dive in. Let's see. Wow, my coffee cool. You know what? Actually, let me put my coffee in front of the fan to cool it off a little faster. Okay. So I'm still going to use my little cards here. We have perspective. Kindness. Oh, good point. Katie says, if you have Leo in your chart, be extra kind to yourself the next 24 to 48 hours. I would imagine that Leos would really feel this energy, and we have change. Okay, so, oh yeah, let me write these down. Perspective, kindness, and, oh, I put it in the wrong spot. Well, here, let me copy. Bear with me. I gotta put it up here. There we go. Okay. Yay. Katie, remember I told you I had some Colette Baron Reed cards? Of course, I find them afterwards. I have 3 decks of hers. I forgot the postcards from Spirit were one of hers, and then these here, the Shaman Dream Oracle, and then I have the Enchanted Map is the other one that I have. And I haven't used these in a long time, so kind of excited to see what messages we get. Oops. I had 2 cards that came out here. We have Will of the Wisp, treasure hidden in the shadows. Look at that. Straddling worlds, wandering between realms. That's so interesting. I pulled this card yesterday as I was doing some work. Uh-oh. There it is. And Falling Angel, spiritual narcolepsy. Okay. The message coming through here is it's all about transformation during this time. And this is a great time to really do the work. Sometimes you don't want to dig deep, right? You don't want to dig your stuff up, but it's important. It's important to do. This is kind of, for me, what the message they're sharing with me about this card is about the shadow work. What's lying in the dark? What's lurking that you haven't tapped into that needs to be brought up to the surface to be healed? Take that time for yourself. Make sure you bring that up so that you can heal what needs to be healed. Looking at it from a different perspective, that instead of thinking like, oh gosh, this is going to be scary, this is going to be too hard, look at it as, I'm willing to put in the work to create this, to make this transformation happen, to be alleviated from the burdens that is happening. The straddling between the worlds, between the realms, it's like still holding on to the past, but yet trying to step into the future. You can also look at it as you're being elevated, right? It's like torn between the 3D and the 5D, and allowing yourself to just be kind to yourself, right? Bringing in that kindness, being patient. It's a challenging transition to work with. So, but the work still needs to be done. So looking at what changes need to happen in your life, right? Bringing in that change. Change needs to take place here. The fallen angel, the spiritual narcolepsy, we can fall out of our own good graces sometimes of just like, oh, I'll get to it later, or I'll do this. And we're basically sleeping on our spirituality. So it's time to awaken and take care of the healing so that the transformation can happen. So Spirit is really urging that right now, especially during this time. This is great energy to be working with. So give yourself that gift. Give yourself that gift. Yes, exactly, Katie. Embrace the unknown. Jaconda, hello. Happy Friday to you. Happy Lionsgate portal. So take the time to do the work so that the healing and transformation can take place. All right, so that's that message. Let's see what else we get here. Just one quick second. I got to see if the coffee is... There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect. All right. I got these new cards. You know how when you get cards and you're like, they look amazing, right? When you see them, but then when you get them, they're just like, oh, okay, that's not exactly what I thought it was going to be. These are called the Mystic Manifesting Oracle cards. The design is really pretty. The pictures are really pretty. You'll see them in a minute, but they're a little flimsy. And then the writing that they put, it's so like you can't even barely see on this side what the word says. So I think they could have done a little bit of a better job, but let's see what comes up with these. They're definitely stiff. Oh, there we go. Oop, one more came out with it. I'm going to take it. I mean, how appropriate is this for today for the Lionsgate portal? I love that. So we got blessed growth. Stay firmly rooted in your intentions and reach for the sky. I nurture my dreams. The artwork is really beautiful. Hey, Swampy, how are you? Happy Friday and Lionsgate portal day, the peak of the Lionsgate to you. We have Aspire Higher. I mean, the artwork is just gorgeous. I love the art. Think expansively, and the cosmos conspires to grant your wishes. I create my own destiny. The pathway beyond. Release what no longer serves you and step into the unknown. I am open to new things. That's what Katie had said earlier, right? To embrace the unknown. Look at that. Gorgeous. And then the other card that came out here is the spiritual strength. Let spirit guide you through any challenges along the way. I conquer obstacles. I mean, if these cards aren't screaming transformation, right? So utilizing your perspective to look at the journey in a different way, your spiritual journey. Look at it in a way of like, this is for my personal growth. This is for my personal transformation. Yes, it can be difficult at times and challenging, but what we want to really look at is on the other side of it, of what that's going to be like and feel like. And it's actually amazing. So again, being kind to yourself during this process, because change is happening. Change needs to happen. So focus on your growth because you want to aspire higher, and stay on your path. Doors will open up for you as you continue your journey of healing and transformation, and ask spirit for help to help guide you, your spiritual team. Ask for their guidance. So that is that message. Katie says, I am hearing trust and embrace your new gifts coming forward this day. Absolutely. Absolutely. So Nice message. Okay. Let's do one more with these words, and then we'll pick some new words. Um, oh, oh, oh. Well, that was exactly 3 cards. We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. We have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And we have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Absolutely. So, fear, right? Fear is something that comes up all the time for everyone. And it's about not being in denial, but acknowledging that, okay, fear is here, but we're not going to allow fear to stop the transformation, to stop the healing. You replace it as an insight of awareness. Fear is like that little indicator, right? It's like when you need gas in your car and the red light comes on. That's kind of how fear is represented. It's just alerting you that something, it's something's happening, something's going on, danger, right? Or that's how it feels, right? You're like, and usually it's not, well, I won't say usually, but sometimes it's not really huge. It's just an automatic response. That's kind of what we programmed ourselves to feel like. If and I'm talking about smaller things here, you're at work and something goes wrong, it's like, that fear button clicks on, versus taking a deep breath and just saying, okay, this situation happened, let me start to work through it. Sometimes we have to tell fear, it's okay, I got this, relax, everything's going to be okay. And sometimes it alerts us when it really needs to. Like if we really are in some type of danger, that fear will kick in to motivate us to like flee or to get out of a situation. So fear can be helpful, but it can also be annoying. So we want to really acknowledge it, right? Like, thank you for letting me know, but I got this. I got this. So looking at fear from a different perspective, in that in treating yourself with love during this process and kindness, right? We got love and kindness together here. So being gentle with yourself, because we're always trying to evolve, and we're going through different things in our lives and always having these different types of transformations at different points of our life. So being patient with ourselves, being gentle, being kind, because change is the inevitable. It's going to happen, but we can persevere, and we will persevere. You have to trust in yourself to know that I am going to do, and I can do whatever I set my mind to. So it's really important to keep that in mind for you. Fear is a part of fight or flight response. We don't have predators hunting us like our ancestors did, so our egos invent things to be afraid of or feel relevant. Yes, it makes sense. Absolutely. Absolutely. Need the guidance because this energy has got me going in a circle. Spirits, listen, I feel you. I feel you. So yes, bring in that love and kindness for yourself. Be patient with yourself. It's a lot of energy. The full moon, the peak of the full moon is in the wee hours of the morning. So technically Saturday morning. I think for me, it'll be like 1 a.m. and then like 3, somewhere around there, 1, 2, 3, and I think like around 3 a.m. Eastern time. So we're feeling it for sure. And then we're at the peak of the Lionsgate energy. All right, let's pull some new words and see what messages come up for those. We have comfort, opportunity, And we have, saw something flip over, or maybe not. Encourage. So comfort, opportunity, encourage. Let me write those down. Comfort, opportunity, and courage. Uh-oh, what did I do? Oh, that was very weird. I don't know what I was typing into, but it wasn't where I was supposed to be typing. Comfort. My keyboard is really stiff, and I got to get it fixed because it makes it a little difficult to type. Ugh, come on, jeez. There we go, finally. Chikanda says, fear is like the mind killer. I will face my fear. I will it pass over me and through me. I will turn my inner eye to face the fear, and in the path where fear has gone only, I shall remain. Litany on fear. That is beautiful. Beautiful quote. Thank you for sharing that, Chikanda. Hey, Kelly. Hello. Happy Friday to you. Hope you are doing good. What happened about Dolly? Add Dolly and her partner, Chrissy, to your prayers. Chrissy lost her job. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Absolutely. Sending them, lifting them up in prayers and sending light to them. Everyone, please definitely keep them in your prayers. That is really tough. Surrounding them with lots of love. Absolutely. Thank you for letting us know, Katie. Oh, that was from the movie Dune. Okay. Yeah, that's a great quote. I like that. All right. Let's use the moon cards. Yeah, you know, when big transitions like that, like loss of a job or anything sometimes that we feel is a bad situation, and I know this is like a big pill to swallow, but what helps to open you up is to say to yourself, this is the best thing that could have ever happened. Spirit has a plan. There's a plan there. There's something in motion for something even bigger and better. So we're wishing for Chrissy to hold on. And when you utilize this is the best thing that could have ever happened, it just opens you up to more possibilities. You're not stuck in that energy of, this happened, and yes, it's scary. I'm not downplaying it at all. Because your whole life now has been turned upside down, and you're like trying to figure out finances and trying to figure out what are the next steps and this and that. But on the other hand, it's like, instead of being in that scary energy, right? Fear, we were just talking about fear. Instead of being stuck in that energy, when you allow yourself to say, this is the best thing that could have ever happened, you're now in this energy of possibilities and opening yourself up and aligning yourself in a higher vibration so that those opportunities can come to you. So there's always two ways, right? The yin and the yang, and the creating that balance. of not being consumed by this, which one was it? The fear and all of that. And so now we're opening ourselves to the opportunities. That's what we want to look at. And of course, you have to go through your grieving process, right? Especially if it was something that you enjoyed doing, the work or whatever the circumstances in your life. If it was something that you were kind of attached to or enjoy doing, there is a grieving process. So allow yourself to go through that. It's okay. It's upsetting. It could be sad. So, but something big, I do believe and trust that something bigger and better is on the horizon. Ooh. I got 2 cards here. We have the last quarter moon in Leo. How perfect. Lighten up. Lighten up. When those situations get heavy, do your best to lighten up. I think this message is for Chrissy here. This is the first quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurities. Oh, I thought it said uncertainties, but it's insecurity. This is why I need to wear my glasses. But still, we want to push through any uncertainties as well. Because why? With the new moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. Trust all will be well, and it will. Finding comfort when we allow ourselves to lighten up, when situations feel heavy. We want to allow ourselves to lighten up, giving, because then that will open us up to the opportunity. So, but in order to receive that opportunity, you got to push through those insecurities. Trust in spirit, trust in your path, have the courage to move forward and trust that all will be well, and it will. How appropriate for that message to come in right at this moment when we were talking about that. I love that. That is beautiful. So, yes. Oh, okay. Thank you, Katie. Katie said, I told her to look at the facts. She doesn't have to handle all of that mixed energies of money. She was a teller at a bank. Oh, that's intense. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Why, hello there, Scott. How are you? You was right. Yes. Thank you. I know. I think I lost like a lot of people. Like, who is this coffee chat oracle person? So I just wait till people come and they find me. If they're meant to be here, they'll show up. But it's so good to see you. How are you? I hope life has been treating you well and that you're doing good. Okay. All right. So that message was right on point. I loved how that came in right after we were talking about Dolly and Chrissy. So, Katie, if you talk to them, tell them to zoom into this segment right here, this part. Okay, let's see what else we get here. You're doing good. Hope you are as well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I can't, no complaints. I have been through, I feel like a cycle in a washing machine, where you're like being tossed around in the washer or the dryer, either one, to take your choice. It doesn't matter. Probably the dryer, because that heat was intense. But, I learned some very valuable lessons through it all. And things are calm now, which I'm so grateful for. And doing all right. Oh, I got exactly 3 cards. I got leadership, relaxation. There's another portal card coming through here, the gateway. Look at that. Ooh, that felt good. Okay, so Spirit is like really pushing to take advantage of this time, of these energies. Um, this leadership card, they're saying this is you being the leader of you, right? Take comfort in that. Take comfort in knowing that they're so funny. They were saying like you're the boss. You're a bad boss. Take comfort in that and knowing that and trusting in that, trusting in yourself. There's so much opportunity here for you to take on this healing and the transformation, right? To manifest, to really take time to manifest things. This is the opportunity, an opportunity to do it. But also to make sure that you restore your energy, right? To relax. We got the full moon energy coming in there because the full moon energies can be very intense. So pace yourself, take that time, have the courage to work with the portal energy, the gateway here. Have that courage to work through that, because look at that. Look at what's on the other side. There's unicorns. There's this beautiful field. The sun's coming through there on the other side. And you can see that the mountains are all the way in the back. So there's still challenges, right? There's still challenges ahead. But for right now, it's like, let's embrace this. Let's take on and really work with this energy that's happening right now. And that is the message. Ooh, 112 degrees. Oh my goodness, Katie. Fatima, happy Friday. Good to see you. May we all be blessed, showered in blessings, love and light. Indeed. Thank you. Same to you, my friend. Same to you. 150. I can't do the 100-degree weather thing. It was 90. What was it yesterday? It was 92 degrees here yesterday. And way out like in the desert areas of California where my daughter is now, it was in the hundreds there. I'm like, oh, no, thank you. And I'm not one to really turn on my air, but you better believe I had it on yesterday. So I'm hoping that I haven't checked what the weather's supposed to be like today. Okay, let's get a few other cards. Let me get these moon cards here. Got 2 cards here. We have the full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Look at it. I love that we have Scott Scorpio here because we have the new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. There goes the fears coming up again. Okay, it's time to release the fears that might be holding you back or keeping you stuck. And the full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. You are. And I think that's an important message that we need to keep telling ourselves, because especially when we're stepping into something new, something unknown, we can kind of feel like we want to shrink back and hide or have those feelings of unworthiness or not being good enough. And so, but you are, and you have to remind yourself and tell yourself that. So take comfort in knowing that conclusions are in reach. This is time. The full moon is about releasing. So take care of letting go what needs to be let go. Don't release those fears. Don't let those fears bind you. Work through the fears. This is the opportunity for you to be able to work through your fears and have that courage to move forward. Have the courage to know that you are good enough. You are worthy. All right. So give yourself all that love and that reminding yourself of these things. Spirit is like, don't hold back. Don't hold back. It's time to shine. It's time to let go. So, you know what I love to say, let it go and let it flow. Scott says, I love that deck too. I love the card with the scorpion, right? Isn't that great? That's a cool card. I like it. Okay. Let's do one more with these 3 words. I actually want to see what these have to say with these 3 words. Trying to break this deck in. Ugh, so stiff. Oh, okay. I'll read these in a minute. There it is. I kept feeling like something wanted to come out. So, okay. The first card we have here is Infusing Intent. Use crystals to amplify intentions and help to focus your energy. I magnify my soul power. Then we have the power to attract. When you connect to spirit, all you need is drawn to you. I keep myself in flow. And then this card is Divine Protection. Your angels and spirit guides are on call to assist you always. The universe has my back. How gorgeous that card is. So the comfort, amplifying your intentions and focusing on your energy, especially during this 8/8 portal. Take comfort and know that your intentions are amplified. This is an opportunity for you to attract what it is that you want to manifest. Connecting to spirit during this time, having the courage to do the work and know that you are divinely protected. The universe does have our back. Excuse me. But we also want to be very specific with our intentions, because sometimes, the when we get really vague, the universe always provides, but sometimes, what's one of the examples I like to use is like you go to a restaurant, right, and you place your order. The waiter asks you, "What do you want?" And you're like, "I want food," and the waiter's like, "Okay, but what exactly?" "Food." So they bring you back a hamburger and you're like, "Oh, I don't want that." They said, "Well, you said food and this is food." And so, it's about being very specific about you want, just as specific as people that go to Starbucks, right? And they put in their order. "I want a venti latte with oat milk." And they're very, very specific about their order. So when you're working with manifesting, knowing that, you got to be specific of what it is that you're trying to manifest and what it is that you want to bring into your life. So ask spirit for guidance. Our spiritual team is there to help us. So yes. So first of all, let me put the disclaimer out there. I am not an astrologist, or that's not my thing. But as I was sharing about the Lion's Gate, it is a time of where we have the alignment of Earth, the Sirius star, Orion's belt, and everything's aligned. And then we have the Leo constellation as well. And it's an intensified energy. The portal opened last week. It was either the 26th or the 28th. I can't remember the specific date. And I think it goes until the 12th, but we are at the peak on the 8. 8 stands for infinity and abundance. And so when you have 8/8, that energy is doubled. So therefore bringing forth that powerful intensified energy. So we have that energy going on. We also have Mercury retrograde that's going on. And we have the full moon energy going on. So we have all these different energies. But the Lionsgate, it's a very, very powerful energy. It's a time of manifestation for spiritual healing as well as transformation. So there's a lot happening, and being that it's mixed with this full moon energy in Aquarius, it is a great time to release what's not serving us and really to step into the energies so that we can work with our transformation of what we need to do. Or maybe you need some spiritual healing, or if it's a time of where you really want to manifest something right now, the energies are very, very strong. So I hope that helps. I miss having Eliza here. Her and Ness, I would call them our house astrologers, to back up any information. But this is all the information that I have learned about it. And I know Katie knows a lot about the Lionsgate as well. Kelly says, I'm lurking in baking a peach cobbler. Ooh, yummy. I hope you made enough for the rest of us, Kelly. Nice. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's get some new words here. Yes, it is very, very strong. Very strong energies. So it's important to rest too during this time. If you're feeling extra tired, no surprise there. So take good care of your body, get plenty of water, which is something that we need to do all the time, regardless, but especially when the energies are intense, because it can be very draining. So we have celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Oh, too many cards flipped over. Let's try this again. We have community, celebration, community. And perseverance. I love that. Scott says, I am a master at resting. I'm not mad at you. That's awesome. I'm actually not that bad myself with that one. Okay, let me get these words written down. Celebration, community, and perseverance. Okay. What? Did it not? That was weird. There we go. Okay. All right. Flow. Love that word. Detox. Okay. And attraction. Perfect. Celebrate flow. Right? That is the goal. We want to be in flow. Even during times when the waves hit our life, right? We go through those waves. Sometimes it's nice and smooth, and then it's like whoosh. So we want to celebrate those times when things are just in flow. Things are going well, and because we take that opportunity to detox, to release. The community part, they were like, take a look at your community. Who is your community? There may be some detoxing that needs to happen there. So really pay attention to who your community members are. I love this community. We have a great community here where we can come together and share information and just talk about our transformations or things that we're going through, the challenges in our lives. So taking that time to detox, especially during these energies now, it's great to really let go so that you can have your transformation can take place, the healing can take place, so that we can persevere in moving towards what it is that we want to attract in our life, the right things that we want to attract in our life, the things that are going to make us a better human being, right? It's not about like attracting all these materialistic kind of things. And I'm not poo-pooing on that either, but it's just really be mindful of really what is it that is attracting what you're attracting in your life. I like to look at things when I'm attracting I'm attracting, is it going to give me that ability to share that wealth or to be able to help others in some way, shape, or form? So I try to keep myself in check, right? Keeping everything in check so that I'm here for the greater good. So allowing yourself to really look at what you need to release so that you can attract the right things into your life and be more in flow. So that is that message. Katie says, I am learning that we are flow. The key is in aligning our flow with the flow of the earth. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's see what other message we get with these words. Oops. Come on now. There. We have recognition, blessings, and dive deep. All right. Recognizing what you need to celebrate. I know a lot of you have already done some work, or maybe you're planning on doing some work on yourself, the healing, the transformation that you're waiting or wanting to happen here. Celebrate the small wins. I think we overlook those a lot, and it's important to celebrate every aspect of your growth. And as far as community, share with others, share with, as you do here, people love to share their wins, and I love that. But also to share with those that are closest to you, your circle. Who is in your circle? Are those people that will celebrate with you? Are those people that are going to uplift you? If not, you might want to really kind of rethink who is in your circle, right? The blessings that come through, the people that help to bless you or those that you bless in return. It's important to have that unit, right? And continue to persevere as you dive deeper into what you need to heal, what you need to, what is coming up for you. It's like I almost see like this. It's like this water here, basically, right? It's this darkness and just this like little flower coming up, and oh, that's what it is. It's soil. That's what it is. It's soil. So it's like the seed is sprouting. It's coming up so that it can spread its leaves and the flower can blossom, right? But if you don't dive deep into that soil to plant that seed so that it can grow, then you're not going to be able to have that bloom for that to happen. So continue to go deep to do the work that needs to be done so those right seeds can be planted so that it can grow, so that transformation can happen. All right, so that is that message. Katie says, I'm going to be making resin art again. I have lots of projects planned for my channel as I have some birthday gifts to get made. Oh, beautiful, Katie. I love that. Okay. We have time to pull one more on these words, and then I'm going to give you your message for the weekend. And oh, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, please, while you are here. And Katie makes really great resin art. Love it. And be sure to join Katie's live. She's on Tuesday mornings at, I think it's 8:30 my time, Pacific time. Is that correct, Katie? And then Dolly's show is Wednesday mornings, I believe, at the same time. And Scott, are you still here? If you are, what day do you go live and what time? If you're still here, go ahead and put that in the chat so people know when to see you and find you. And anybody here with a channel? Yeah, Tuesdays at 8:30 Pacific time. Dolly, the Wolf Girl Oracle, is on Wednesday mornings at 8:30 Pacific time. And if Scott's still here, we'll have him plug his channel. Oh, there he is. Well, Scott, you can find him all the time. So there's Katie, Tuesdays at 8:30. And randomly, sometimes twice a day. So there you go. You can probably catch Scott at any moment. And Dolly's it's at 8 a.m. Pacific time. 8 a.m. That's right, because I usually get in there about half, because 8 a.m. I'm just waking up. Well, actually, I'm already up. I'm getting ready. We have the magnetism card, attraction. We have movement, speed. And we have groundedness, gravity. This is a time of celebration, this portal energy, right? I love this card because it's really given us kind of like the galaxy cosmic energy that's happening right now. Believe that's Saturn there, but this is a good time for attracting, for manifesting what it is that you want. What are they saying about community and speed here? Movement. Moving towards, that's what they're saying here. Moving towards, it's not necessarily about the speed, but moving towards the community that's going to uplift you, the community that's going to surround you and help you. The words that just came in it was leaps and bounds, right? That's going to help you through the leaps and bounds of life, and continue to, they're going to help you to persevere in moving through those things. Look at her hopping over those buildings, it's like hopping over the obstacles that are going to help you to get through challenging times. this is why it's so important to have the right people around you, persevering, but also allowing yourself to stay grounded in this time, and especially in this energy, because it is intense energy. So taking that time, right? We talked about the rest already, creating more balance. So as we work through these energies, so being kind again, it boils back down to being kind and loving yourself, being patient with yourself, as we go through this transformation time. So that is that message. Hey, Seascape. No, you're right in time for the message for the weekend. So no worries there. But if you do have the time and want to catch the replay, there were some really good messages that came through today. All right, let me give you your guidance for the weekend. And I'm going to use my African goddess cards. Feeling that strong energy. One of these goddesses want to share with us. What goddess would like to give us guidance for the weekend, especially during this Lionsgate information? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, interesting. So we got Medusa, rage. Let's see what Medusa has to say. Hey, Jane. Right there. I'm glad you made it for the overall message as well. Jane, are you going on later today? Because I know you had mentioned you wanted to do something for Lionsgate. And if so, let everyone know when you'll be on. Okay. So Medusa's says, take a breath, close your eyes. Oh, that's the embodiment part. So the guidance. You are pissed off and petrified, angry and shaking, but underneath that, you are hurt and heartbroken. Feeling undervalued is overwhelming. You can't stay silent anymore. Let your joys, hopes, and beauty rage on. So this is really about, what I'm feeling with this is that, right, we were talking about that fear. It's about not allowing yourself to be stuck in these lower vibrational energies. Yes, they are good because they are indicators of telling us what's going on, but we can lump fear in that too with any type of anger or rage or anything. We don't want to rage in that energy. We want to rage in the energy of those vibrations of joy, love, and hope and beauty. So one thing that you can do here, take a breath, close your eyes, and put both hands on your lower abdomen. Tune into the part of you that feels out of control. Flood it with loving, healing, golden light. Now put both hands over your heart and do the same. You have a right to your full range of emotions, including anger. So sacred rage inspires us to run for office, lead protests, and shift policies, but unhealthy rage can devour your very soul. Get clear on what is really happening, right? This is perfect for this full moon energy. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean you are being threatened. So the declaration here is, I have a right to feel my feelings. Yes. So take the time, feel the feelings, release what is not serving you, and really hold on and embed that love and that joy. You know, let those rage on. Let it push you into something that is going to inspire you, that is going to be part of your healing journey and transformation. So fantastic message. All right. Okay, Jane is still recouping. No worries, my friend. I hope you feel better soon. Yes, unhealthy rage causes dis-ease. Like how you did that. That's great. All right, my friends, I am going to leave you with that message. Thank you for being here today. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, safe weekend. And Happy manifesting, transforming, and healing. Blessings to you all.